What's up YouTube? Anything Billy here. On today's video, we're going to be doing a full wheel brake job on a 2009 Hyundai Santa Fe. So let's get started. So the first thing you want to do before you do a brake job is you want to take the brake reservoir cap off, put a rag over it. That way when you push in the pistons, it'll catch any excess fluid that comes out. Tools you'll need for this job: you'll need a 14mm socket and ratchet, some type of piston compression tool, possibly need a screwdriver, lube for the slides, and no job is complete without the hammer. This should be a straightforward full wheel brake job. The rotors look okay, so if I have any issues, we'll address it. So we'll get started here. Oh, and the 14mm we'll be able to use on the front caliper bolt and the rear caliper bolt. It's all one side this time. This is the two pistons here. If you ever had any trouble getting the brakes off, just take the screwdriver and just help you get them off quite easy. Have your piston compression tool. Let's see, this is what this is made for. Just make sure you go in slowly. This goes in so nice. Makes it easier when you have the right tool for the right job. Slide pretty good. Slide pretty good. Okay. Let me go grab the brake. Alright, so we run into a dilemma. Sometimes happens. They sent me the wrong brake for the front. So I guess what I'll do is I will start on the back, because them are the right brakes I checked. So when we get the brake for the front, we'll start doing them. So the back brake should be just like the front brakes. It shouldn't be too difficult. Try not to blind y'all with the line. Pretty good. Good. My straight screwdriver, these are a little stubborn. Come off. Back brake. Like I said, always go slow with the piston. Don't go too fast. Don't want to mess up the diaphragm. And the brake reservoir. Okay. The front pad. And the back pad. Like I said, they all feel good. Okay. You know, sometimes brakes are just that easy. Alright. That's that simple. There's the driver's side. Let's go over to the passenger side. Here we are on the passenger side. We'll do the same thing we're doing over there. to be careful because we got to keep the brakes on the back so they don't come with hardware. That's simple real pads. I guess what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put the wheel and tire on the back and still waiting on the front brakes. So that's what we'll do. Alright, we're back in business. Got the brakes. Now let's get everything put together. Wow, that one on there. Way too smooth. That's how I like it. It's going smooth. That. That. Alright, there's the driver's side. Go on to the passenger side. Alright, we made over here on the passenger side. Get them brakes done. You know, I've been beating on this Craftsman wrench for years. It's not sponsored, but this Craftsman wrench is just keep going. Beat the far out of it. Now the gears are about shot in it, but I mean other than that, it takes some. The reason why you want to change the hardware is because see how dirty and rusty that is? When you hit the brakes, you know, they vibrate. So new hardware will help them keep them squeaky. Yep, figures I get to this side and now I'm going to have to turn. Yep, these are going to have some lube on them. Yep, look how nasty that is. Well, let me go grab a rag and some lube and I'll be right back. This side must be getting wet or something because the other side was perfect. This stuff wears out sometimes. There's always one side that's worse than the other one. I don't know why that is, but it's in every application I've ever done. One side is always worse than the other. One side's way more than the other one. That's just how it goes. Most of the time it's always the passenger side too that normally wears out faster. I don't understand. See, nice. Let's see if I can get one out here. You're supposed to use a screwdriver to beat on, but that's all I have at the moment, so it would be easy. You're not supposed to do that, but I do. Yeah, see, this one's a little rusty. I gotta buy me a bench grinder. That way I can, with wire brush on it. I'm gonna go clean these off. Alright, I'm gonna clean it the best I can. Put some fresh lube on it, that should help. I should have showed you before I put this back on there, but like all the rest of them, that has that piece of rubber on the bottom. That always makes it a little more difficult to go in and out, but look at you, I can move it. Nice. Alright. Alright, that's tight. Alright. Well, there's the brakes done. Now I'll put the camera in the front. I'll put the front tires on. We'll torque them. We'll put the brake cap reservoir back on there. Then we'll take a full test drive. And the last thing you want to do before you take it on a test drive is make sure you put the brake cap reservoir back on there and make sure the brake fluid's full. Welcome back to another test drive on this 2009, I believe, Hyundai Santa Fe. Since we've done a 4-wheel brake job, the first thing you want to do is clean up. Then you want to come in here and pump the brakes to make sure you've got a good brake pedal. And I know you got a good stiff brake pedal. Now you want to start the vehicle, pat the brake pedal a little bit more just to make sure it's secure. Now since this thing's been sitting here all day since 8 o'clock this morning, and it's 2 o'clock now, we're going to let this thing sit here and kind of warm up a little bit. You don't want to jump in these cars and take off down the road as soon as you start them, especially if it's below freezing, because you can do some damage. I've been there and seen that firsthand. Oh yeah, and buckle up for safety. So while we're sitting here, it does have a couple lights on. It's got the ABS light, it's got the airbag light, and it's got a ESC off light on. Don't know if that was notated on the work order or not. I guess I'll find out whenever I get back from the test drive. Alright, it's been a couple minutes. How I can always tell when a car is warmed up, even though the temperature gauge don't move, you can listen to the sound of the engine. The engine will kind of change sounds. And the RPM gauge will drop a little bit. That way it lets you know that everything's starting to circulate better. So we will head out of the shop and get on the road. Since we did do a 4-wheel brake job, make sure we just pat the brakes as we back out of the garage. And also while this thing was in here, I did put 4 brand new tires on it. So this thing ought to stop and handle like a new one. See, the temperature gauge just moved, so we're good. Like always on these test drives, I've said it many times. We're going down the road, we're going to listen to see if we hear any squeaks, see if we feel any vibrations, see if the steering wheel shakes, the brake pedal shakes. Since I put 4 new tires on there, we're going to listen to see if any kind of bouncing, just to make sure I didn't put got the tires balanced correctly. So far on this little road, everything seems to be good. Alright, everybody has to stop on a 4-way or 3-way stop sign. Some people don't. Some people don't even give them turn signals anymore. Alright, so we need this thing up to speed. Make sure it all feels good. Like I said, on some of these test drives, I've found going down the road where I've heard bad wheel bearings. I felt shocks that are bad. I've also went down the road and done a brake job and hit the brakes. It about jerked me to the side of the road, which pretty much states that you got a caliper sticking or one that don't work. So far, everything is smooth. Thing turns on a dime because them tires she had on here were gone. Wire showing in the front, slick in the back. Yep, so far everything's smooth. Don't feel any vibrations. Well, there's a small vibration, but that's because I think next time she needs some rotors. But other than that, everything's smooth. Don't feel any vibrations. Don't want to do so vibration, but I don't hear any squealing, squeaking. Don't see any smoke or anything like that. Everything seems to be going pretty good. As I turn back on the road that the shop's on, I want to thank everybody for watching this video. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell on the bottom of the page. And if you did like this video, check out this brake job here on the screen. And until next time, bye now.